So class, today we are going to learn about subject and predicate. Okay, now try to understand that subject will always give you the answer for who and what. Okay, you need to remember that subject is always going to provide you the answer regarding who and what. Alright, and predicate, it will be always giving you the answer regarding the subject. Okay, that means the predicate will always talk about what the subject is saying, what the subject is liking, what the subject is doing. That is predicate. And who and what will give you the answer regarding the subject. Now we will understand better when I give you an example. Just see, Joseph likes to play cricket. Now when I say Joseph, you can very well ask a question, who likes to play cricket? Yes or no? So then you will be saying Joseph likes to play cricket. So in this sentence we are getting the answer of who. Yes. So as I said, subject is always going to give you the answer regarding who. Yes. So who likes to play cricket? Joseph. So Joseph here becomes a subject, right? And what does Joseph like to do? Okay. This part, likes to play cricket, it is talking about the subject. It is talking about something which the subject likes. Yes or no? So that is the reason it is a predicate. Okay? Because likes to play cricket. This is the answer. This is something which is being talked about the subject, right? We are giving an answer regarding the subject here. We are talking about the subject here. So that is the reason it becomes a predicate. Similarly, just see the second example. The cat drank up the milk. Now who drank up the milk? The cat drank up the milk. Yes or no? So cat again becomes a subject, right? And what did the cat do? Okay, here we are talking about the cat, right? Here we are talking about the subject, that it drank up the milk. So this is the predicate here. Okay, again just see, my sister is reading. So who is reading? My sister is reading. So my sister here becomes a subject and is reading here becomes a predicate, right? Because is reading here indicates that the sister is reading. Yes or no? So here we are talking about the subject. Again, just look at the fourth example. The book seems to, it will be interesting. Okay, the book seems to be interesting. Now what seems to be interesting? Here we are getting the answer of what. Since book is a non-living thing, we'll be asking the question as what seems to be interesting? The book. So the book becomes the subject. And what is the book? Here we are talking about the book, right? So it seems to be interesting. So that is the reason it is called as a predicate. Now, a very easy way to differentiate between subject and predicate is that the main verb or the action verb or the main verb and the helping verb, you have to look for that. Okay? Just see, when I said the book seems to be interesting, his seems is the action verb, yes or no? Or you can say the main verb. This is the verb, main verb you can say, right? So before the main verb, we are talking about the subject. After the main verb or from the main verb, we are talking about the predicate part, right? Again, in the previous example, just see, my sister is reading. Here is an auxiliary verb or a helping verb, yes or no? So before the helping verb, my sister, there is the subject, and from the helping verb, the predicate. Okay, so very way to differentiate between the two is to look for the main verb or the helping verb. In that way also you can differentiate between subject and predicate. Okay, so I hope you have understood the difference between the two.